Appreciate you for tuning in to Sack School here on The Volume. I'm your host, Voch Lombardi, and today we're going to be breaking down Myles Garrett. I pulled about 6 sacks, and I want to break those sacks down on a technical level. But before we get started, just in case you have the attention span of a bag of boiled crawfish, I'm going to be playing the clips for you that I'm going to be using in the film session for today. You can feel free to mute them, rewind, fast forward, whatever you want to do. But for those of you that appreciate details and nuance, I'll be breaking down these plays at length. So let's get started. So let's watch this play. Myles Garrett versus Orlando Brown. I think this is a good one. And I remember watching Myles Garrett coming out of Texas A&M, and he wasn't really technical guy. He wasn't used the right technique at the right time guy. He was just, I'm bigger, faster, stronger than you, then let's just boogie guy. That's just the dude that he was. What made this rip move so impressive is that we have context on the type of offensive lineman that Orlando Brown is. Orlando Brown is not quick-footed, so his kicks are typically slower. So when he's dealing with pass rushers that are quicker than him, they may beat him to the back hip. But if he can get those long arms on you, then he can be strong, he can be heavy, and he can typically neutralize those guys. Let me tell you some of the elements that makes Myles Garrett smoke Orlando Brown right here. Myles Garrett got to Orlando's back hip way quicker than Orlando anticipated, right? Boom, 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 bop, 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 right here. So now Orlando Brown's not kicking anymore. He's galloping to get there. He has to make up that ground. He's turning. And something else that's super important about this rip move, right, that Myles Garrett is gonna try to pull off right here. Take a look at Myles Garrett's chest when he comes off the line of scrimmage. It's parallel to Orlando Brown, right? So I can see your chest. If I'm an offensive lineman, especially if I'm an offensive lineman that's less quick than you, I want to get my hands on you as quick as possible. And if I can get my hands in your chest plate, then you dead as fried chicken. Maybe not Myles Garrett, because Myles is a demigod, but for most defensive ends, if I can get hands on you, I meaning Orlando Brown, they can pretty much neutralize those guys, right? Myles' chest is parallel to Brown's right now, right? Myles is gonna continue, boom, 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 and just that rip move, right? Myles used to just rip and just go, and he'll get caught sometimes, right? But dipping that shoulder is so important, because if my chest is facing you, I'm a bigger target. So I'm skinnier, and you can't get to my chest now. And if you can't get to my chest, you're not strong. So look at Orlando Brown right now. He's standing straight up. He's bending at the waist. His feet are close together. He's not powerful right here. But Myles Garrett is strong as shit right here. All he's gonna do is pull that rip to defeat that outside hand. He's gonna go find Pat and sack. Now let's show you this play. This play is Myles Garrett versus Jonah Williams. Now Jonah Williams is a different type of offensive lineman than Orlando Brown. So yes, this is Myles Garrett using the same technique, but he wins different. Let me show you this. Now, like I said, Jonah is quicker footed, right? So Jonah will end up putting himself in better position than Orlando would, right? But Orlando could probably recover better because he's powerful, right? So once we get to this point, Myles is using the same move. He's going to come off the line of scrimmage. He's going to dip. He's going to lower that shoulder to move the chest plate away. He's going to get skinny. So when Jonah actually tries to get hands on Myles, Jonah's in good position right here, right? Jonah is actually in good position to deal with this rip move. But the problem is Myles Garrett has this secret trap card that's hidden under his sleeve called "I'm still stronger than you, player." So, you probably can't run down the middle of Orlando Brown because he's bigger and stronger. He'll just, grab you, drop his button, that'll be it. But Myles Garrett's trap card is so effective on Jonah Williams because indeed he is stronger. So at this point, Myles Garrett can, get rid of the, hey, let's try to be technical card. I've gotten to this point of the rush. Let me just run through you now. And before you know it, Joe Burrow is in danger. Take a look at Myles Garrett being special right here versus Rashawn Slater. I always talk about these D linemen. They need to set up their moves with something. Like, don't just spin, because if you just come off the line of scrimmage and spin, all the offensive linemen have to do is just be patient and catch you. Myles Garrett is going to use his power to set up his spin moves. He's going to come off the line of scrimmage, boom, boom, boom. He's going to punch Rashawn Slater, and look at how much space he made between him and Rashawn. Right, so now Rashawn is pushed back because Myles is powerful. So he's off his mark. His hands are in a weird place up on the shoulder. The left hand's probably just lost somewhere. And, now Myles, via that powerful punch, Myles can do whatever he wants to do. And he chose to spin back inside. And with him spinning back inside, now we got Justin Herbert's white pants all grassy just because you want to be out of control. Just because Myles Garrett wants to be a demigod to go Super Saiyan. Good play. But Voch, Myles Garrett is only strong enough to do that against Jonah Williams and Rashawn Slater. He can't do that on the interior pass rush. Man, look, Myles Garrett will roll up and smoke anybody no matter where he's lined up, no matter who he ends up going against. Guards, centers, tackles, tight ends, running backs, you pick them. What I like about this the most is Myles Garrett is going to come off the ball, and he's going to initially win with quickness via crossing face. He's going to kind of get caught up in some body traffic a little bit. He's going to be powerful enough to dig through that. And then Justin Fields is kind of going to run for, just run for it. And Justin Fields is athletic enough to run for it. But Myles Garrett is an alien that can also catch you via running forward. So he ends up getting the sack with athleticism. So good roll there. Yo, this was so funny to me. I just saw this play and I cannot stop laughing, man. We got to watch this play in silencio. Cut the music off. Let's just look at Myles Garrett in silence break this down. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Both of y'all. You can't even double team in confidence. Like you can't sleep at night thinking, you know what, we're gonna put our left tackle and the tight end. Like we're not gonna chip, like we're not gonna block you and leave. We're just gonna put two bodies on Myles Garrett. And you know what Myles Garrett did? He picked y'all up, he put you in the basket, and he said, you know what, let's go to Colin together. Hey, little man, where's your mom? She's on aisle 7. All right, cool. Get in the basket. Both of y'all, let's get in the basket together and let's go get Kyler Murray together. Fantastic, man. Fantastic. Hey, look, that was my Myles Garrett film session, man. I'm a big fan of Myles Garrett. We've done film sessions on Myles Garrett before, back when this was called Best Sack Technician. So y'all can look that up, Best Sack Technicians, type Voch Lombardi. I'm sure you can find it on the internet. But if you like, content like this, then, go in the comments and let me know. Like, I've been YouTubing for a while, but I'm new to the volume. So if you're a fan of whatever team you're a fan of, and you kind of, want, hey, Voch, can we get some more all 32 content? Because I normally do Cowboys content on the volume, but I'm general football guy in off season anyway. So let me know what team y'all are a fan of and what players y'all would like to be broken down. And I'm specifically doing pass rushes now, but in the regular season we may move around and do some stuff. All right. If you want to see more of my general commentary, y'all can see me at 3 p.m. Central on the volume. We go live Monday through Friday, so be sure to tune in there. Until then, y'all hold it down for the Doski, Woski, the Peasky, Whisky, and follow me on Twitter, Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI. Volume.